Hey everybody, Bodo here, and today I'll be bringing you a 1v1 multiplayer battle that I played in against a friend of mine, Angel of Death TV, and I'll post his stream link in that description down below. But this is an Empire versus Greenskins battle on, I think it's Brionne. I'm not 100% sure. I'll put that in the description as well. But it's one of the Bretonnian maps. But anyway, I'll give a quick rundown of the armies. He has 4 greatswords as his core. He has 2 halberds, just in case for like cav and to watch the flanks. 3 handgunners at all of them at tier 2 experience. It seems he's put at least 1 experience on pretty much every unit apart from the heroes, but you can't do the heroes because they're already maxed out. Yeah, he's got his handgunners for a front damage in line, a bright wizard to lock my guys down and then do some missile damage, a witch hunter to try and snipe my hero, and then he's got some demigryph knights with halberds. Because I'm guessing he might have thought I brought something large, but in this battle I have Azag the Slaughterer on his wyvern skull muncher. He is a decent melee combatant, and he's also got the Law of Death, so I'm going to be using that to try and snipe Karl Franz as best I can, because he's lethal in close combat. Karl Franz is, and if I can reduce their morale, all the better for me. I also have, probably won't see him just yet, and I'm going to speed this up in a minute, because I stayed in the trees for a while. I was hoping to bait him in, because the only thing you can see at the moment is Azag flying around. But yeah, I also have 6 Savage Orc boys for my core, because these are axe infantry damage dealers, and they also have war paint that protects them from a lot of physical damage. It's like magic weapons are the things that get through it pretty like the best. Then I have, I believe, 3 Savage Orc Arrow boys, just for a bit of range damage. Again, they're decent in melee and they've got war paint. 2 Savage Orc Boar boys, just for flanking and rear charges. 3 Black Orcs to fight, well, you know, as my main armor piercing damage dealers. It was mainly to fight the great swords and possibly any demigryph knights he bought. And I've also bought an Orc Shaman, who has the Law of the Big War. I can't show you at the moment because it keeps going back to Azag. But what it was is I was trying to do a little bit of dance here, because I want to stay as far away from his witch hunter as possible, because I don't want to get accused, because it just, at the moment, it's really, really strong. And I was trying to Spirit Leech Karl Franz, but I just couldn't catch him. So then now I've decided, right, they've gotten close enough, I'm just going to go for him. And he happened to actually, he was just about to come looking for my men, so if I waited a little bit longer, probably would have got away with that. But yeah, he goes to set up a banishment here. So I don't think this too strong. I mean, it seems to be doing okay, but the vortex spells are a bit iffy. It seems like the buffs and then some of the direct damage spells are a lot better at the moment, but I don't think, yeah, he hasn't killed a single person there, and that's just got astray. But yeah, I'm just full bore charging his gunners, trying to get in as close as I can, sending the ball boys around on the right flank. I noticed he's got some halberdiers here, but so I pull my guys back in a second, because obviously you don't want to charge halberds. That's what they're there for, to stop charges and fight cavalry. He's just done 2 nets of Amtiok to try and get as much gunfire off on my men as he can. But I'm closing the gap on the left with my Savage Orcs. Down here. Now they're jumping into combat with the halberdiers. They should do pretty well against this, especially with Frenzy up. The leadership's really high. And Azag is floating around closely. I've just Spirit Leeched Karl Franz. Again, I'm still trying to, I've managed to tie his Witch Hunter up a little bit, so as long as I stay away from him, I'm alright. But I'm flying a bit too close for comfort here. It's because I was going to bring him in on the Demigriff Knights, but then I noticed his Witch Hunter in the middle of all that, so I'm not going anywhere near them. Because if Azag goes down, my Orc's just going to shatter. And there's a Foot of Gork. Did some reasonable damage, but again, they're not that impressive. I'm getting my Orc Arrow boys just to fire into the scrum as best they can. Bringing up the Black Orcs now, after the Savage Orcs have tied up most of the lines. And I've just gone on Carl Franz with my Savage Orcs and Skull Muncher. Skull Muncher is, like I said, is a decent combatant. But again, he's backing up to the security of his lines, so I'm not going anywhere near that Witch Hunter. It's because while Spirit Leech is really strong at the moment, at sniping generals, that's even stronger. So he's got his handgunners shooting into the flanks of my Black Orcs here, but there's not a lot I can do apart from turn a few Savage Orc Arrow boys on them. I don't want to pull my Black Orcs out of combat because it'll shatter the morale and everything. I need them fighting these great swords and demigriffs. Now because he's in, it's just a big scrum, I thought I'd go for it, and I managed to finish off Carl Franz. But I think, yeah, Azag is accused. But considering he was that low, see, look, that's one accusation. Look at his health. But because Carl Franz was that low there, I thought it's worth the risk, and then I just pull Azag back. I think I initiated his war ability as well over my men. That's one of the reasons I went in here, to try and keep him in the scrum. And then I'm just bringing, because my magics are rather low, I'm bringing in the Orc Shaman. I did use one of his buffs during the fights to increase the damage of my men. Now I'm just going for that Witch Hunter. I want to take him out as quickly as possible. I think I get another. Does he accuse me again? No, but I use Foe Seeker. Like I said, I just want to pick him off as quickly as possible. And also, the Wyvern causes fear and terror, so I can break a few of the lines, and you can see the great swords have just shattered. I've managed to get even more handgunners down on this right flank, but my boar boys have come back after struggling on the right flank to begin with, so I'm just running them straight into the handgunners who are unsupported here. And again, I tried to get Azag as far away as possible because I knew this guy's accused was coming up soon. I think I Spirit Leeched him, I'm not sure, but he's broken, he's out of it. And these are my Black Orcs who managed to break the line and are still all in it. This unit's pretty low though, there's only got 9 men left. And let's have a look, the Orc Shaman's been getting stuck in. And that was it. I managed to cause a decent rout with his main line, and then that just caused everything else to collapse. I think I took out his demigriffs with a lot of arrow fire, or I just turned my Black Orcs on them because obviously they got really good armor piercing damage. Was it them over there? Yeah, that's what's left of them over there. So when they were unsupported by like the great swords pulling aggro, I got some of my Black Orcs on them, so I took them down. The Arrow boys are still in pretty good nick by the look of it, and they've just been peppering these handgunners, which I don't know, doesn't seem to have taken too much damage. I suppose they've taken quite a few losses there, but yeah, I just kept these two constantly firing into the scrum because obviously I thought it's worth the risk to get extra damage, because if I can break them, then I can pull all my other men off. But also, because of the war paint, I've got more resilience to my arrows than they have. Even with, I'm not sure how it works with the armor though. I don't know how, I don't know if the war paint counts as a ward save, so it might be better than the armor. But yeah, I'm grateful that these boar boys came back because they sort of routed a bit early, lost quite a few, but the fact that they could come back and take out the handgunners on this flank helped me a lot. And the fact that I managed to keep Azag alive, so my men didn't shatter. I flew him in a few times to use the war ability as well to buff my men's morale and damage. But yeah, other than that, that's how it goes. And let's end me play there. Let's see, most of my damage is actually pretty evenly spread. I mean, I've got a lot of these savage orcs, which might have been the ones fighting the halberds, to be honest. You can see, look how much his great swords do. They're just such a good unit. But I managed to eventually break them, especially after sniping Carl Franz. But like I said, I couldn't get Azag in that much because of this witch hunter. He's just so lethal. Like one, at least 2 accusations would have killed Azag, and it takes maybe three or four spirit leeches to kill Carl Friends. So it's just like it shows you how efficient this witch hunter is at sniping heroes. I'd probably get a nerf because it's just like it's too strong. Like you could, I've seen a video where 2 of them pretty much one-shot Grimgore, and he's meant to be like one of the tankiest heroes in the game. But yeah, his Demigryphs did really well, but I think it's just the sheer numbers that I had prevailed in the day. That and sniping Carl Friends. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Laters.